Namaskar friends, this is NJ, host on this channel. In this video we will have our discussion on the upcoming full moon which is happening on 28th of March. So guys, as you know this thing that my first identity on social media is of a palmist. Like all those people who are connected with me right from the time I started uploading my videos first on the YouTube. So I started first with palmistry, and this full moon which is happening in the Virgo sign, within Virgo it is happening in the Hasta Nakshatra. So you must be knowing this fact that for all the palmistry enthusiast or the full-time practicing palmist, the time when moon transit the Hasta Nakshatra can be seen as a very promising time to do meditation or invoke goddess Panchanguli, Devi Panchanguli, who presides over as the goddess over this divine science of predictions, in order to gain accuracy, in order to gain intuitive powers over your predictions. But at the same time, when I checked the Hindu calendar and I checked all other associated important occasions which are falling on the same day, so I just thought I should be making a exclusive video on this full moon topic as well. So I mean to say guys, like this day on 28th of March, there will be Holi on that day, the auspicious Hindu festival of colors. And at the same time, as per the Tamil calendar, this will be the month of Panguni, and the full moon of the Tamil month of Panguni is known as the Panguni Uthiram. So I mean to say this is also a holy day at the time when Lord Shiva got married to goddess Parvati. So the marriage anniversary of Lord Shiva, goddess Parvati, at the same time Lord Shiva and goddess Parvati's son Muruga, he also got married to the daughter of Lord Indra, which is goddess Devyani, and this day is also considered as one of the day of the birth anniversary of a goddess Lakshmi, goddess of wealth and prosperity, and also the birth anniversary of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as well. So I mean to say guys, lot many spiritual and holy occasions are falling on the same day. So because of which this day can be seen as a very promising time, because at the time of the full moon our subconscious is very ripe, our emotions are always overflowing. So important is that you should give good direction to your overflowing and overwhelming emotions. This day can be seen as a very promising time for doing meditation, for contemplating on whatsoever skill you have, whatsoever craft you have. And let's say for example, even if you are single, you're aspiring to get married, or you are waiting for the right person to enter your life, right proposal to come to you. So for any of the worship of Lord Shiva, or the worship of the Shivlinga, worship of Lord Ram, so for any form of worship, contemplating on your skill, and for all those people who are full-time psychic, so even meditating and contemplating on their Isht Devta can be seen as a very promising time to gain spiritual elevation. And guys, as you know this thing that when we talk about the importance of the Hasta Nakshatra, not only Hasta has got a inherent laughter and sense of enjoyment, having a good sense of humor, a very punctual, very time oriented, but at the same time this nakshatra has got the power of Hasta Sthapanya Agama Shakti, which means it has the power to give you the object of your desires in your hand. So because of which this day can be seen as very important. And at the same time guys, see, if you want to understand the importance of this day in terms of the global events or on a mundane level, so just because you know this thing that right now Saturn and Jupiter are conjunct in the Capricorn sign, in the Pisces sign Sun is being placed over there, and Venus is exalted over there. So the important is that at the time of the full moon, where the dispositor of the moon has been sitting, like the house lord of the moon will be sitting on 28th of March. So as I've already explained this thing to you, that Hasta is a nakshatra which is being ruled by the moon, which in itself represents medicines, herbs, aroma. It is being generally believed that even right from the ancient times, all those medicines, all those herbs with the medicinal value attached to them, they grow better in the moonlight, in the night time. So I mean to say, moon will be strengthened in the Hasta Nakshatra, and the sign lord of Virgo, which is Mercury, which is going to be transiting in the Aquarius sign, which is again a sign of a group consciousness, philanthropy, humanitarianism. So I'm not seeing any sort of conspiracy revelation. The only thing which I can say is that right now currently the whole world is struggling and dealing with pandemic and COVID situation. So I mean to say some breakthrough in that, and public acceptance and acknowledgement whatsoever scientists, researchers, frontline workers are working, appreciating them, acknowledging them, supporting them. So that is how energies can reverberate on a mundane level. If I were to pick up the specific events, then the video is going to be very long. But apart from that, I have already explained the importance, the value of this day. Do not waste the overwhelming energy of your emotions in wasteful engagement of your energies, or wasteful encounters in dealing or fighting with people or getting depressed. Use it for your spiritual elevation. And guys, at the end, even if you want to understand on the basis of the 12 ascendants how it is going to impact you, so now we will try to understand that as well. So for the Aries ascendant native, this full moon is going to be happening in your 6th and the 12th house axis, and specifically the moon is going to be transiting in your 6th house. So I mean to say this day can be seen as very promising for you to actually organize your life, structure your life. And if in your case any of the competitive situation qualifies, or you're working hard in any of your chosen craft or skill, so actually completely surrendering yourself to the divine, to your Ish Devta, can actually give you good insights. Moving ahead guys, if you want to understand it for all the Taurus ascendant natives, so guys, in your case this combination is going to be happening in your 5th house. So as we know this thing, that 5th house is the house of devotion, 5th house is the house of the love, romance. So I mean to say, just because I've already explained this thing, that as per the Tamil calendar or the Panguni Uttiram, the full moon significance of it, where so many marriage anniversary of our holy gods can be associated with this full moon. So because of which, let's say for example you are single, you're aspiring to find a right compatible match, so any of the devotional measures attributed or attached to Lord Shiva can actually give you good insights. Guys, you have to understand this thing. In your 5th house, your ascendant Lord goes through a debilitation. So it means when it comes down to devotion, you have to completely surrender yourself. Moving ahead friends, if you want to understand it for all the Gemini ascendant natives, so guys, in your case this full moon is going to be happening, or the moon is going to be transiting in your 4th house. So guys, you know this thing, that when we talk about the 4th house is the house of our inner core emotions. So I mean to say, the surge of emotions might overwhelm you more compared to all other ascendants, but the only thing which is required is that devotional measures, and at the same time not getting agitated by this surge of emotion and getting into any kind of arguments or ego battles at your domestic life with your family members. The only thing which I want to advise you over here is that meditation, and doing meditation on the important hours of the full moon, can actually give you good insights regarding where divine and divinity is taking you. Moving ahead friends, for all the Cancer ascendant natives, guys, just because your ascendant in itself is being ruled by the planet moon, so whenever we have an alignment of a new moon or full moon, so it's the Cancer ascendant natives only who feels the force of it in a more intense way. So I mean to say, in your case this like combination or moon is going to be transiting in your 3rd house. So I mean to say, you have to put forth your full energy, your force towards the devotional measure. And at the same time, see, again one more time, I've not seen this full moon as some kind of confusion or conspiracy, any sort of revelation which might be happening. The only thing which I can say over here is that Hasta, when we talk about Hasta is about perfection, Hasta is about laughter, enjoyment. So I mean to say, it is happening in your 3rd house. So I mean to say, specifically in the Indian communities, celebrating Holi, meeting your cousins, your family, celebrating it with your neighbors. So definitely Cancer ascendant natives are actually going to have the most celebration during this time of the full moon. So that is one thing which I can say. And at the same time, make use of your energy and your intensity for your spiritual elevation rather than getting into conflicts with people because of the oversurge of your emotions. Moving ahead, friends, if you want to understand it for all the Leo ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, this like moon is going to be transiting in your second house. Now as you know this thing, that moon also rules your 12th house. So 12th house lord in transit in your second house, and this whole full moon axis is going to be happening in your second house in the 8th house. So I mean to say, try not to stress yourself on any of the matters of the finances, concerning finances, but at the same time, second house is a house of our values as well. So I mean to say, this time can be seen as a very contemplative time to actually study and re-evaluate where your values, your virtues are taking you. Are you actually making a compromise on your values in order to accumulate, amass finances, or support your finances, or you are actually abiding by the truth and the law and the dharmic law, I mean to say. So that is something which I want to tell you over here. Contemplating meditation can actually guide you towards your financial improvement in future as well. Moving ahead, friends, for all the Virgo ascendant natives, as you know this thing, that in your case, moon is your 11th house lord, and during this time of the full moon, moon is going to be transiting in your first house in the Hasta nakshatra. So I mean to say, this could be seen as a very beneficial time when you will meditate. And specifically, like if you believe in Lord Muruga or you believe in Lord Shiva, so meditating on Lord Shiva can actually give you insights where your actions and your activities in life are taking you. And at the same time, being a part of the group activities during this time of the holy celebration can actually give you good insights. Moving ahead, friends, if you want to understand it for all the Libra ascendant natives, so in your case, moon is going to be transiting in the 12th house in the Hasta nakshatra. So I mean to say, guys, this time period can be seen as very promising for all those people who are connected to the fields of spirituality. You are a yoga practitioner, you are a meditation expert or a meditation teacher, or your occupation or livelihood is connected with the fields of mystic sciences or fantasy writing. So I mean to say, in your case, due to the strong importance and contribution of the 12th house to your subconsciousness, to your strong intuition, to telepathy, to the creative aspect. So because of which during this time, contemplating and meditating on Lord Shiva can actually give you good insights. Moving ahead, friends, if you want to understand the results for all the Scorpio ascendant natives, so in your case, this moon is going to be transiting in the Hasta nakshatra in your 11th house. So I mean to say, this time period can be seen as very promising to actually contemplate on your wishes, on your hopes. I mean to say, how much efforts you are actually putting in, where you are lacking. Because when we talk about time management, we talk about discipline. So Hasta has got a league of its own. I mean to say, this will not be an exaggeration to say this thing, that Hasta dominant people might turn their life into a clock, into a watch. They are so time specific. So because of which, during this time of the full moon, when the lunar energies are going to be very ripe, actually meditating and contemplating on your highest of the wishes, contemplating and meditating on your Ish Devta can actually give you good insights and guidance in the life. Moving ahead, friends, if you want to understand it for all the Sagittarius ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, moon is going to be transiting in the Hasta nakshatra in your 10th house. So because of which, contemplating on your actions, on your deeds, how much your actions are actually benefiting you, benefiting the society, where exactly they are taking you. So I mean to say, because of the ripe lunar energies during this time of the full moon of the Vasant Purnima, so if you will actually contemplate and meditate on Lord Shiva or on your Ish Devta, you can fairly get good insights. And specifically, if your field is connected with engineering, technology, mystic sciences, or you are a freelance person who work with his own skill, so you can actually get good insights at your career front as well. Moving ahead, friends, if you want to understand it for all the Capricorn ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, as you must be seeing this thing, that the moon is going to be transiting in your 9th house. So I mean to say, this transit or this full moon can be seen as very beneficial to be actually devoting yourself to the contemplative practices, actually praying to your Ish Devta, or any form of religious austerity or meditation or meditational practices done on this full moon can actually give you good insights, where you can actually going to strengthen your prospects of luck. Because guys, luck is nothing. Ninth house is being represented by luck, and ninth house also represents your devotional practices as well. So the only way by which you can shine your luck is by being very faithful, by being virtuous, and at the same time how much devoted you are to the higher transcendental energies. Moving ahead friends, if you want to understand the results for all the Aquarius ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, this full moon is going to be happening in the axis of the 8th house, where moon is going to be transiting in the Hasta nakshatra. So I mean to say, if you are a researcher, if you are an explorer, you are a scientist, or you are connected to the fields of the mystic sciences, telepathy, healing, artistic and creative field, so I mean to say, this time period can be seen as very beneficial to actually elevate your senses, to absorb and imbibe all the ripe Luna energies for your benefit. So for any of the contemplation, meditation, devotional, religious practices, this time period can be seen as very beneficial for all the Aquarius ascendant natives. And lastly guys, if you want to understand the results for all the Pisces ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, moon is going to be transiting in your 7th house. So as you know this thing, that this time period is not the right time to get into conflicts with anyone. Now whether this could be your partner in the house or even in the outside world, try to preserve your energy and use it for your own spiritual elevation. And I mean to say guys, this time period can be seen as very beneficial, where let's say for example, whether in the form of your business, your public image, you're dealing with the world, you are actually going to get good insights where your efforts and your endeavors in the world lack, or where you need to put more efforts. Contemplating and meditating on Lord Shiva can actually give you good insights. So that is something friends which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for the upcoming full moon, which is going to be happening on 28th of March. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Thank you.